I'm going to create the perfect map for every single 555 tower and see how far they can get. As always, starting with the Dart Monkey. Now you might look at this guy and think, you're a lying sack of shit. This is just a normal Ultra Juggernaut. Now you'll come to notice throughout this video that they do look like tier 5s. This is a 555, it just doesn't have any special looks, which kind of sucks. But I promise you this guy is something special. Check that out. Activate the ability, everything concentrates into tiny little darts. It's crazy. Do you believe me now? So there's normally 3 different types of maps. A straight line like this, a perfect circle, or the longest possible track length. I want you guys to keep in mind that every single one of these, it loops around 22 times. Now what I need to figure out using the range and the way it attacks is what actually is going to be the perfect map. I threw in a couple of these bushes, they make it bounce around. Let's see if that's how it works. Yes, it is. Okay. So this all looks empty, right? Well, there's like hidden bushes. They're normally like this and they block, but you can like make them disappear. It's all blocked off like this, and it's an invisible wall. It is so beautiful. And there we go, map 1 complete. They will go inside this thing, they'll go around the loop 22 times and out. I feel like as I do these videos and I build more and more maps, I learn new techniques, such as like this little fish right here. Like that just enhances it so much. Oh no, when I go to play it, all of my secrets have been revealed. You know the stripy fish I was just talking about? God damn it. All right, we need a name. How about Fort Banana? That's pretty solid, and here's the code if you want to play it. Just go ahead and type it in. Hopefully this map actually works. I never tested it. It looks like it can shoot through the walls, but also they're blocked off. Like if I were to get a sniper, it's a blocked off. So that means they should still bounce once they get inside. One thing to mention, I'm going to get a tech bot for every single one of them because they're all going to have abilities, and I don't feel like timing them, so he's going to do the work for us. And would you look at that? The inside works. It's bouncing around. Alright, as you can tell, we officially made it to round 200, the fortified B80s, and I don't know what's going on. I really don't. So the Ultra Juggernaut bouncing aspect is not confined to the walls for some reason until it goes to Plasma. Then it sits like this, and then it's super powerful and working how it's supposed to, you know? I don't think this is a map design flaw. I think this is just like this tower. Something's wrong with it. You'll notice if I were to get anything, there's a red border around this, but this one, it can see right through it. You know what? We'll come back to this. Let me do some testing. This is the map that I made for the Ultra Juggernaut specifically. Maybe it'll work, and it does. I don't understand what was wrong about the other one. Is it the fact that I brought the hedges all the way down? If I were to put them back in their original position, would that work? It makes the map so much uglier. But we have to do it, right? We don't have a choice. Look at this shit, dude. It's so dumb. And the cherry on top is that we have to wait another 32 minutes to share again. We waited all that time for nothing. There was a problem sharing this challenge. Stop doing this, please. I've been trying to do this for like 5 minutes. This happened one time before and I kept spamming it and it was working, but at this point I've come to the conclusion it's not gonna let me. What I'm gonna do is go into Sandbox and we're gonna see if it would have even worked anyway. Call in round 200. It didn't make a difference. It didn't change anything. I don't get it. You know what? I don't even care. We're gonna do this map again. This is like the 3rd time that I've had to settle for this. I do want you guys to know that it's only the Dart Monkey that causes these kind of problems. Most of the other towers behave well. So without further ado, let's see how far I can get. Nearly 5 hours later, we lose on round 336. Not a bad start, honestly. Let's check out the damage. We had about 7.2 billion, and keep in mind we started on round 200. That probably wouldn't have made that big of a difference in damage-wise, but still. Boomerang. As you can see, it's not like the Dart Monkey. It actually looks a little bit different. Some of these have like special attacks. Some of them are pretty straightforward. I know when they get close, the glaive spin on this thing, it throws the thing like the Moab Domination, which is nice. Then you can activate this, and then those start spinning instead. So yeah, just a combination of all 3 paths, kind of what you would assume, huh? But the question is, do the middle things actually spin around? Okay, they do. So anything within this range, it'll make those spin. This right here is pretty much perfect. Look at that range. It's amazing. So we're gonna do another circle. This one's not quite as big, but it's still gonna work. Also, I don't know if you noticed or not, but for the previous one, I got a MIB. I think I'm gonna do that for all of them. I think this right here is about as perfect gets. Look at that. Chicken concert. Here's all the audience members, and right in the middle is the mosh pit. And that's where the balloons are gonna circle around like a mosh pit. Isn't that incredible? I'm trying to think of like a clever play on words. It's like a chicken concert. Who are they seeing? What if they were seeing Nirvana? We could do like Eggvana. Nah. Feather Fighters for Foo Fighters. Egg sandwich. I'm settling for that. If you guys have any good ideas, please just let me know. Here's the code if you want to play it. Let's see if it looks as cool as I'm thinking it will. Kinda. When there's a bunch of variation, I think it'll look better, but look at that. That's the mosh pit. They're spinning around.
I want you to split this place down the middle! Pick a side, motherfuckers!
To the security. If anybody tries to jump over the gate, they're getting beaten to death. See it? Round 100 incoming, and it like killed it before it even started spinning, which is looking very promising for us. Here's 140, fortified B80 coming in, and I can't tell if this is as strong as I'm hoping it'll be. Because, I mean, they're going to go around a bunch. It's going to do a lot. But, like, it wasn't quite as fast as I was wanting it to be. Okay, so 250. I'm gonna see where that all went wrong. That's a huge downgrade from last time. It's just a bunch of B80s. I mean, that's pretty standard. Obviously, they're strong, but like, there's no way we didn't get this. Like, excuse me? Now, oh, that is the problem. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. The problem's one ceramic balloon. What am I supposed to do about that? So this guy has perfect range around the edges, right? And these can hit Moab class balloons around the edges, but we can't actually hit whatever they're called. Ceramics. Little guys. The damage was about 1 billion, by the way, but I think what we're gonna have to do is just move it over slightly. Same round, same situation, any moment. And we did it. 261, another 11 rounds. It's better, but still not that great. This time it was a full DDT that leaked out, so yeah, that shows us we're not even close. This is why you double check. This is why you try again. Guy is 350 million, so 1.35. Bomb shooter. Another one that looks stupid. It literally just looks like a bottom path. I'm gonna do 10 more upgrades and it's not gonna change a thing. It does have stunning properties, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, look at those getting pushed back. Yes. So what do I want to do here? Probably a diagonal like this, right? That way, even if they get past it and they come back around, the splash damage is what we want. Map 3 complete. Look at this little freak, dude. That's disgusting. So as you can see, there was an accident in here. We got to clean it up. Also, it wouldn't let me place anything on these blue tiles, so I had to make a little spot for the bomb tower. You might be thinking none of these have themes. Like, what does this have to do with the bomb tower, right? It's exploding the bathroom. I'm gonna shit so hard I'm gonna explode the bathroom. Uh-oh. Clean up on urinal 3. Go have fun, enjoy. I think it's pretty clear when you know if a tower's gonna get over around 100. When it comes to like glue and ice and stuff, it's a little tricky, but this guy definitely can. Here comes the B80, even just like 3 abilities and it's already almost taken down. Look at that. We gotta at least beat the boomerang, right? $253, which is like just about the first spot we got to with the boomerang. But when we retried it with that one, it somehow got it. Maybe there was a mess up again. Let me speed it up quite a bit. I know this thing is incredible when it comes to like group balloons and stunning things and blah, blah, blah. But B80s, they don't care. So that'll show you 253 was it. Damage 1.1 billion. Not terrible, but the worst one so far, so kind of terrible in regards to this. Experimente. Tack shooter, one of my favorite towers ever. This is kind of hard to explain, but like, I've done so many of these videos at this point, and every time I do the tack shooter, I just do like a big full circle like we did for the first tower, like the dart monkey, you know, but everyone always tells me that's not the optimal way to do it. Okay, don't mind the lopsidedness, okay? He was dropped on his head. It's not his fault. But basically, look, so if I were to do this, right, get this guy to a 555, the range is massive, right? It can cover this entire area. But what people were saying is like, in a situation like this, it's better to have them super close so it hits more of the shots. This is as big of a circle as we can possibly get, and it's still tighter than the actual range. Also, once we add the MIB, it gets a little bit more, so this is going to work out perfectly.
The residents of Anchorage, Alaska. The police were desperate to find out who was responsible.
Well, I can now testify on how hard it is to build a tack shooter. You'll notice it's an octagon, which is not what a normal tack shooter looks like, but it's really hard to make a circle in this. But also I made all these straight edges with circles. Well, these are like mini octagons. This whole thing's made out of these. I like that name, Tactagon. Here is the code. I also understand this white area is supposed to be pink, but it has to be empty if we want to put stuff on top of it, so that's why. Oh, that's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got the tech bot on top. Yeah. Maelstrom out of an Inferno ring. Look at this when it comes in range too, this B80. It lights up the entire area. Turns it orange. That looks so good. Let's not waste any time here. I promise you it's going to be able to get past around 200. So let's just jump right up to that. Speed it up 25 times. Is this going to be the worst one? There's no shot. And for some reason, the tack zone thing isn't working. What if I were to get another one like right here? Then does it work? No, it doesn't. What the hell, dude? Well, we beat round 200, but I don't think it's going to be that long of a time lapse. Oh my fucking god, dude. Round 204. By far the worst one. This actually pisses me off. There's no shot that's the limit. You know what? Maybe you guys were right. I'm going to get rid of this path and we're going to restart. We're going to use this same layout, but we're going to have it go around this little white area. And if this can't beat round 204, then I guess it just sucks. Track is now edited. It'll be inside this white spot. But again, we gotta wait. Hopefully that'll be the last time I have to do that, but it probably won't be. Check it out this time. Oh, you can't even see them unless they're Moab class. That's okay. You get the idea though. It's right on this inside. Moment of truth. Did I just waste an hour of my life, or are we actually going to be able to take care of 205 now or 204 now? I'm just so curious whether or not the tack zone is actually working. I can hear all the damage happening, but like I can't see anything. So in conclusion, it is better, but not by nearly as much as you'd think. Like some of the DDTs almost just got out. We'll get a couple rounds more maybe, but also at the same time, that was a new round 204 than the one before. You know? Since we restarted, I didn't even think about that. Was it worth it? No. Did we get 2 extra rounds though? Yes. Damage isn't even going to matter because we started so late. 25 million, times that by a lot, okay? Ice Monkey. Honestly, it's been so long since I've done this thing, I don't even remember how it attacks. So it looks like it does the regular ice. Oh my god. You see when the first ceramic rush came in? Watch this. The amount of pierce this thing has is actually absurd. Any moment, come on. Look at that, dude. Let's say we had 2 tracks. Does it... I can't even tell, dude. Like, does it do the actual top path hitting where it's just like the entire area gets... Because if it does do area damage, then it can hit these guys in the back while it's attacking the front side. I'm not a big snow guy or winter guy, but this place... it's so peaceful. Imagine you just took a little trip up here. You can do some ice fishing. You can sit by the fire. You got a little crib if you get too cold. See the wildlife. And there's a big dam, which is kind of scary because it could break at any moment like Ice Age. That's actually what I was going to make this map in originally. I was making the big dam from Ice Age, the Meltdown, you know, and there's like the water park and all that. I was going to do that, but then I was like, nah, this sounds better. I'm just rambling on at this point. It's a snow map. Here's the code. And this is one where starting at 100 is probably not a good idea. So we're just going to go from here. Here she comes. There's going to be no sort of slowing effect or anything. Now, if this was any other sort of map, it'd be like, okay, we're going to lose because it's about to go out right now. I'm going to speed it up quite a bit. Look at that. 22 times around. Makes such a big difference, obviously. This is the only map where that would be even remotely possible. I don't think even logs you could do that on. So it seemed like the first BAD wasn't too big of a problem. Round 119 brought 3 more as well. It's doing exponentially better than I thought it would. However, 140, fortified BAD, probably a different story. Look at that. We finally got the band-aid on it. I haven't been counting, but it's been around at least 12, 14 times. Maybe even more. I just know any one of these turns is going to be the last. Yep. Just as I said that, it goes out. No skipping. Damage was about 21 million. Blue Gunner, another one that actually looks slightly different than just the tier 5s, kind of like the boomerang was. Range on this thing's not looking too hot. Let's call something in. I want to see how it works. So the glue storm is going, the pink is hitting, and there's green on top. So that's all 3, right? What if I sold you, got another one, activated the glue storm, and that doesn't do any damage? I'm conflicted here because normally when it comes to glue, you put it right at the start, right? It glues it, and then you want it going as far as possible while it's taking damage while it's glued, you know? But this guy, the range is tiny, and he's attacking really fast all the time. So even a circle might be better here. Or honestly, we could do this because it's gonna have splatter too. Yeah, think about that. We got the spider's nest because glue is sticky, spider webs are sticky, you know, put 2 and 2 together. Here's the code, play at your own risk. If it wasn't obvious already, this is the path right here with the spider webs. Are they gonna go into his mouth? No! Oh wait, they kind of do. I thought they were gonna go over it, which I'm glad they're not, kinda. Well, I have no idea what to do about this. This little guy's been stuck here for like 30 seconds. Is that just something that's gonna take forever, or is it gonna just stay there? Never mind, it went away. I was gonna say, do I need to get like a little sniper or something just to take care of those little baby ones that are stuck? Like this blue guy, dude, fuck off. So the glue storm ability, from what I'm seeing, it doesn't actually deal any damage, even though we have the corrosive glue. So I guess this is the first one so far. We're not gonna be using the tech bot because it's not even doing anything, and it's making the stun guys even slower. The time has come, it's now the BAD. I'm just so curious how this is gonna work because obviously you can't slow him down. And that's like the whole point of this guy. It seems like the damage is going up decently fast, not nearly as much as when there's group balloons and BFBs and stuff, but we're still getting like 1,000 every few seconds. All right, it officially snapped. Check this out. Once they stop being stunned. Come on. Come on. Any day now. Please. I think it was pretty clear 140 was going to take us down. I thought 100 was originally, but I'm just glad we made it this far, I guess. Damage was about 21 million. Moving on to military. 5.55 sniper. I had to put some emphasis on this one because it's probably one of the best ones in the entire game. I think the way it works is pretty self-explanatory. It's a cripple Moab that bounces and attacks as fast as an elite defender. And if it wasn't obvious enough, something like this with full map range, you want the longest possible track. So I made a basketball court, but I also made the poor decision of not counting beforehand. Look, the sections 1, 2, 3, 4. On the bottom side, 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I didn't move that up, but you know what? Too late now. The rules have changed. Something else that I've realized is that basketball and a sniper monkey don't have much in common. I just wanted to make a fucking basketball court. Is that so wrong of me, huh? Round 100 BAD. Oh my god, dude. Before I could even get out what I was gonna say, it destroyed it. And I wasn't even like sped up. It was just in the regular speed like it is right now. Now it's 3 times speed against round 140. And check that out already. What did I tell you? This thing's incredible. And it's not only for single target damage like a sniper normally is, you know. The bouncing aspect, watch this. Shredded. So I think it's more than fair to start on round 200. If you disagree with me, then I don't know. Okay, 312, so not our best performer, but also a very solid performance. rounds. I feel like anything that gets over around 300 within this video is considered like good. I'm wondering where it's lacking though, because there's so much power from this guy. 4.15 billion damage. Submarine. So first things first, there's 2 circles. I don't know why. If we have him down low, okay, it doesn't attack. Wait, it does. So once they get in range, it does the missiles and the energizer thing. If we unsubmerge it, it doesn't actually attack. It only does the missiles still. It doesn't do darts. What the hell, dude? That's like the main attack. Does it have advanced intel? Can we hit all the way over here now? Yes, we can. But no darts. TT none. What the fuck does that mean? Now it's gone. What, dude? And look at this. There's now darts coming off of it once I switched it back to first. What is TT none, dude? No one's ever seen that ever. I swear to God. And then I'm assuming the ability works as normal. Call it in against the ZOMG. That take care of it? Yeah. You know what? Let's switch things up. Let's go the opposite way. I've done this one time before and it looks so disgusting, but still, it's new, right? My mind is not having the most creative day so far, so we pulled up the random theme generator because I don't know what kind of map to make. Dude, these all suck. These are so bad. I'm not going to use ChatGPT for any ideas because last time I did that, I got like 200 comments. You're not supposed to use that. I've had enough of this. I'm making a bathtub. We're back to square one, and I don't know why it's so hard to make a bathtub. I've been recording for like 30 minutes already. I haven't done anything. I told you, my brain isn't working today. Oh, we could do a backyard pool, but I've already done that. We could do a toilet, but then it'd be like weird and lopsided, and I kind of already did that too. What other types of things have water inside of them? A sink? No. And then something that's submarine themed. It's like I don't want to build a giant submarine like I did the tack shooter because that doesn't sound fun. I am not done yet, but we're going to save and exit. I need some inspiration. There's there's not many bathtubs. And these ones just use like path or stones. That could work. I don't care how long this takes. I'm making a goddamn bathtub, and it's gonna be the greatest fucking bathtub. Sorry, I should stop swearing. The greatest bathtub ever made in the history of balloons. I don't know what the turning point was where this went from a little stone bathtub to like a super girly one, but honestly, it looks pretty relaxing to me. Get it? It's like bathtub backwards. When it comes to this map, there is a small flaw. If you remember the urinal one I made with the piss everywhere, you know, these tile floors that I made, you can't actually put stuff on them. You can't put anything on the, what is this even called? It's like a bath tray. My girlfriend has one of these. You can't even put it on the bathtub itself, the stone. So what we're gonna have to do is get a bunch of pontoons in every corner. It's gonna like ruin the aesthetic a little bit, but oh well, I guess. What am I supposed to do? So now we do this. We get a village on every single one of these. One of them is going to be the MIB, and the rest of them are going to be 100. That way they have range, so like the advanced intel can actually cover the entire map, and these won't deal any damage whatsoever. So now if we press play, oh, that's so nice. They actually go on top of the bathtub. But as you can see, my little bath toy trick actually works. Because it doesn't seem like that much stronger. This is literally just like getting the 3 tier 5s and nothing else. When it comes to like the sniper and stuff, obviously those combine to be amazing because it attacks fast and deals a lot of damage. This one is another where it just feels like all 3 are completely separated from one another. Not really how you'd hope a 5.55 would be. Well, that didn't take long. Round 158. Where did it all go wrong? We got DDTs, right? So, we can hit them. My God, what's the problem? This is worse than a regular tier 5, I swear. Fortified DDTs. It's just too scared of them. It just curls up in a little ball and gives up and cries and, nah, I can't do this. I can't do it. Yes, you can. You have to find that drive within yourself. Nope. The most shitty towers so far. I would take the glue. What was the worst one so far? Either the glue or the ice or something. I would take those over this. Full map range doesn't help whatsoever. The damage was 53 million. Buccaneer. So a lot of these are going to be a little underwhelming. It's literally just the top path. It makes a little bit of money and can hook stuff in. No special combinations here. Nothing. Yeah, check this out. Round 78 is almost getting by that. A 555. Oh my god, dude. So the range is almost perfect, this little circle, except I can't hit the top like that. Well, not little circle. This is as big of a circle as you can do. And once we add the MIB, it can cover the entire range. And check that out. I don't think we want the longest possible map because then it's going to be 2 different paths. This one, they're all going to group up together in the circle. I think this is perfect. Look at that spread, and it's always going to be attacking too. I made a washing machine, and I'm honestly super happy with how it turned out. I don't know what the chances are here, but if any Ninja Kiwi developer is listening to this, can you please make it so you can put stuff over props? Like, I would love to add some shadows behind this box right here, on these leaves, like on the soap up here, but you can't actually do that. I think it would make maps look a lot better. I could add some shadows underneath the, you know what I'm saying. Lavanderia. Brillant. I don't even know how to pronounce that, honestly. If you know what this place is, then hell yeah, good on ya. Here's the code. Before I get it down, I want to make sure it actually looks cool. So it goes behind the rock. This is like the test here. It goes into the washing machine. I wish it would go over the wood part, but that's okay. It looks good. Spinning around, getting squeaky clean. Only the Paragon ability is able to pull in the B80s, right? I think it's ZOMGs that this one works for. Like if I set it to around 80, it's just going to pull them in. Yeah, there we go. Then we go up to 100. It's just attacked like normal, can't be pulled in. And then this guy, as we already saw, begins the destruction. And honestly, that's pretty good. I know I was like talking shit on this guy when I was testing it out and I was like, oh, he sucks, you know? That actually wasn't too bad. I take back everything I said. It's terrible. Round 167, not even kind of good. It's always these fortified DDTs. I speed it up. What's the problem? Literally, just shoot them. You're hitting from both sides. I forgot about that as well. It hits from both sides. And it's sucking them in. I don't understand, dude. It can't have that much health that 22 times around while constantly being, oh my god, bombarded by 1,000 different things. Doesn't kill it. Still, I don't understand. But what can I do, right? Damage was 73 million. And want to see a weird little trick I never knew existed? If you tap on this, obviously you click on the Buccaneer. If you go a little bit higher, look at that. Buccaneer plane. Ace. I think map choice is very clear here as the Flying Fortress can hit the entire map anyways. Oh, think about this too. Every single shot that's coming off from the Sky Shredder has never missed targeting. This right here is the first one where I'm like, I'm not really a big fan of this. I feel like I could do much better. If you couldn't tell, it's a grocery store. Got the aisles, got the produce, the frozen section, the shopping carts. It just feels so empty and like something's missing. I don't know. There's not really any good floor options. I feel like the white is the only one that looks decent. Unless I did like a yellowy cream color. That actually looks a lot better than the white. Or even this, dude. I don't know. We're sticking with this. This is the final map. Walmart code. Imagine you walked into a Walmart one day and you saw this. That'd be so scary. Also, I forgot that it drops pineapples. I don't think that those are really that great though. Anyways, we already saw around 100, so we'll jump up to 140. Tap the ability. We're dealing like 5,000 per second, maybe 10. Outer layer broken after just one loop around, which is looking really good for us. I'm saying 200 at least, a bare minimum. But also fucking DDTs all the time. Why are they so hard? You know what? I said over 200, and damn it, it got over 200. Barely. So honestly, I have no right to be upset right now, even though that's so stupid, dude. Around 203. 300 million damage. I just need to add an Ultra Boost, a Permabrew, and a Sun God, and every buff imaginable to this thing, and we'd get to around like 400, 500, I guarantee it. Like the video, and maybe we'll do that. Heli Pilot. So for this guy, I think it's pretty obvious that we want a straight path because unlike other people, like let's say we got a Darling Gunner, right? If we were to put it in the middle, this one even right against the edge is still at an angle. It's still not optimal. However, these guys can sit right on top of the track. And if we feel so inclined, we can even put them on pursuit. After Walmart, a not so great map, I had to make a comeback. Look at this. It's a POV of playing balloons, and they actually come along this track right here. It's hard to see, but if you zoom in really close, check those out, it's like exactly how it looks on the side. But once again, this map would be 10 times better if I could add shadows like behind the monitor right here. This gray is a prop, so I can't do that. Add some underneath, maybe by the keyboard and the mouse, and just look. Oh my god, please let us do that. Please, 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 I'm begging. Normally I try to do names that are silly or clever or whatever the hell I want to do. This time around I want to do exactly what it is, because I want it to be like, you know, there's a featured page. I want like this to show up for random people, not just people watching the video. But if you guys want to, here's the code, type it in. I have no idea how this is going to look. Are they going to be invisible until they get onto the actual monitor, or is there nothing I can do about that? Oh, kinda. You see that? They kind of just start showing up right here. It's a little glitchy, but it works. Oh, wait. I just had the greatest idea ever. Holy shit, holy shit. What if I do small balloons and small towers? So it's like actually proportionate to that monitor size. The path is a little bit big, but that's okay. When they get up here, they disappear too. Super mini helicopter, dude. Okay, lock it right here. Actually, we'll just get pursuit. Go for the 555. And look at that. It's like, oh my god. Everything about this is so cool. It's like VR. They're like literally coming out of the screen to help defend you. I'm sorry, I'm being a little extra right now, but I love this so much. Probably my favorite map I've ever made. Okay, here comes round 100. About halfway down the track it's gonna break, right? Yeah. Round 160, I'm gonna cover up what it says we leaked right there. I want you to take a guess. So yeah, everything military so far has been straight ass. The sniper was decent, but everything after that has just been terrible. The damage was 53 million. Mortar. Oh, I left, what is it called? Little towers on. I was like, why does this look so weird? Something's off about this whole scene. See, now that's more like it. That's more proportionate. As you can see, this thing shoots very fast, has a large blast radius, has an ability, and it has the fire. It's crazy, but what I need to see is just how big the blast radius actually is. So it's obviously down here, but the shockwaves will kill it about halfway up right here. We're gonna do 2 short tests here, one with the regular Moab class or Moab test balloon. See how much damage that gets without using the ability. And as it goes out, we had 24,083 damage. Now we shrink the circle down, set it right in the middle. This time the blast radius, as you can see, covers the entire thing. Moab test balloon incoming one final time. And it gets stunned. Hold on, does that mean the shockwave actually stuns it? Am I gonna have to do this all again? Yep. Oh my god. I feel like that's gotta tell me something though, right? That means the inner part wasn't actually hitting last time. The balloons come along this black void right here, and they pass winter, spring, summer, and fall. At least that's how it is where I'm from. There's 4 very distinct seasons. Hence why the summer is so hot and the winter is so cold. Share it, live how I do. When it comes to the mortar, it doesn't matter where we put them. We can honestly hide them somewhere. Maybe over here in the depths of hell. Set the target right in the middle. I was gonna add something inside of here, like some sort of border or something, but I kind of like leaving it open, especially because of this. Watch. It doesn't even matter. Comes inside the center, it's gonna be obliterated. Yes, it is. You know how the biggest one is really good and it's very strong, it just attacks super slow? This is essentially that, but attacks super fast. 140 fortified B80, this is my final skipping point. After this, we're not gonna go up to round 200, even if we think we can get it. Actually, looking at this, I know we can get it, because look at that. It hasn't even been around once and it's already almost taken care of. 210. So I was right in saying that we can get past round 200. Honestly, I was beginning to doubt it for a second. This thing's nothing special. We're not getting past 300 or anything. 363 million damage. Not the worst, not the best. Yeah. And to finish off the military category, the Darling Gunner. I think we all know how this guy works. It's pretty straightforward. You can lock him in place. Does a lot of pierce. Good. Considering the Ray of Doom is probably going to be the best part of this, while the MAD stalls, we're going to make a straight map. What if this is the map right here? No decorations, we just go. Who's down for some bowling, huh? You know, fun fact, I actually took a bowling class in college. They taught all the techniques and everything and how to line it up, and it was so much fun, honestly. Man, I miss that class. Neo's Pins and Lanes. What a great name. Coming down. It's very symmetrical, so that makes me happy. You stop and turn around right here. Please tell me I have enough room. Yeah, we do. Okay, that's not blocking. I mean, visibly it is, but physically it's not. Go ahead and get down the tech bot, throw that on top, and now it'll be the purple MAD abilities. That's like the one thing that's not that great with this map, you could say, just because it spreads so much. It's like a giant triangle, which typically is better on a longer map, but like I said, Ray of Doom, I'm not getting back into this, okay? No arguing. I'm right, you're wrong. That's never how it actually is. It's always you guys are right, and I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Here comes round 100. See? Maybe I am right. I don't know. Wasn't it literally 210 last time? So okay, you're telling me the Dartling Gunner is 1 round better than the mortar? No, that's not true. It's literally there's. So yeah, that kind of sucks. 367 million. Damage. Wizard. Take a look at the range on this bad boy. It's like the entire map. Obviously, when it comes to the Phoenix ability, we're going to want the longest possible map because it just locks onto stuff, right? Yeah. Just like that. There's no way for me to slow it down, but check this out. Way outside of the range, it does that. Like the triangle fire attack. I don't know how it can hit all the way up here, but it can. I'm going to call in a test balloon, and the first thing we're going to do is with the ability. See if it's any better than without the ability, you know, damage-wise. So with using it, it was 8,124, which is not really a lot. I was expecting a lot more than that. And this time around, we got a lot less. We got a little local racetrack at the bleachers, the track itself, all the Max. Doc Hudson calling the shots right here. Pit stop with tires. It's all a little messy, but it's okay. If I made you yawn, then you have to like and subscribe. I don't make the rules around here. Dude, it is so cool looking. I genuinely don't understand why it does that. It's not normally like a triangle like that. Every time we destroy something, we have head-on collisions. They're drunk drivers going in the wrong direction. It's just laughable at this point. Round 178, didn't even make it to 200. Let's run it back one more time, take off the tech bot so no ability will be activated, see if that makes any sort of difference. It makes me so mad because it looks like it'd be so strong. Maybe if we God boost it, but still, it wouldn't be able to take care of fortified DDTs. Because nothing can take care of fucking little, oh my god. So that made a much bigger difference than I thought it would. 186, there's nothing we can do now because there was no abilities activated, blah, blah, blah. It was 169 million damage. Piece of shit. Super Monkey. If I were to press play on this one, it's going to look a little different than when we're actually done. Oops. God damn it. But what I mean by that is this is a 5-5-5 with no sacrifices. I'm going to max it out and we're going to get a Vengeful, which is technically a 6-5-5. Fucking party pooper, just shut up. Sorry, that was mean. I cherish your time, you watching. Obviously, there's huge range. If we were to once again do this kind of layout, I think it'll be best. When it comes to the main attack, that's probably not the case, but think about this. There's going to be stuff coming off of it. You know, there's going to be planes and little super monkeys all around. On this map, we're going to see how much damage it does versus a straight map. 240,000 versus... Is that more? I think I have like early onset dementia or something. I don't remember. 330,000. Is that more than the curved map? If you've ever played Fortnite, you should know exactly what this is. Although it is a bad representation and is very disproportionate, like stuff doesn't really line up how it's supposed to. I don't know, it was so much harder than I thought it would. This took almost like 2 hours, just this. You know what, when it's like a smaller little view like this and not the entire screen, so I feel like on a phone or something, this could actually look not too bad. Let's begin. If you didn't know, I typically use a price changer mod where everything's free. The problem with that is that you can't actually use the temple to sacrifice anything that's free. It doesn't give you any buffs or anything, so you have to do all of this manually.
One eternity later.
All right, VTSG time. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. MIB down, tech pod down. 1, 2, 3. Right when it gets in range of the actual attack, it just gets slaughtered. Oh my god, I need everyone to make that noise right now. This is what I was expecting from every tower when I thought of this video idea. Even starting the video, the Dart Monkey getting to like 330 or whatever it did, that was our best one so far, besides this now, obviously. That's how it's done. 382. Nothing but like good things to say here. I was genuinely like thinking about skipping up to 400 though. So I'm really happy I didn't do that. I just waited it out. Damage gonna be ridiculous. 17 billion. That means ninja in cat language. All right, pal, how do you work, huh? It can stun the test balloon, but that's not what we're looking for. I think this might be another flat one. Oh, but at the same time, I forget the actual shots themselves seek. So it doesn't even matter what kind of track we have as long as it's as long as possible. Because yeah, these hit everything. Pac-Man machine. Once again, the proportions are a bit off and the entire thing is like too far to the right. You know, it's not centered. It's really bugging me. If you want to feel like Eddie Plant from the movie Pixels, go ahead. Now's your opportunity. Now's your chance, your time to shine. Moment of truth. Is it going to fit in the middle? It is. Okay, that makes me happy. I was worried it wasn't going to because all of these blue things are props. It's like I'm super surprised that I'm actually able to do this. The white dots are rocks, but these are like the bottom of a present. I had to get like pretty creative with this one, honestly. We're not going to get it directly in the middle because like I said, the entire thing's a bit offset. So if you move it to the left, this is actually the middle, as you can see. Might need to move it over a little bit. This map is a little big, but we're working with it. BAD comes in already damaged because of the Shinobi ability, which is so nice. And then that hits that. See, this is good. It's actually insane going from nearly round 400 to 163. But the thing is, I don't think that was the limit because look at this, it's ceramics. Can it just not reach them? Huh? What's the problem? Oh, they're too strong. Meh, 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 meh. Oh yeah, they kind of are. Oh my god. So this isn't even a problem of map placement or anything. This is just like sheer, you suck. Sheer inability to have decent popping power, you know? I don't know. Kind of weird way to say that. So yeah, it looks like that was no mistake. Round 163 is actually the limit. The damage is like 62 million. Moving on. Alchemist. Now I would say, wow, cool, 555 Alchemist. This guy's gonna be so fun. He's gonna throw potions everywhere. He's gonna transform and be awesome. However, it looks like a permabrew, which means it sucks, which means we have to make a shitty map. I know I've been trying very hard for all of these maps, but I'm not this time around because I don't want to for this guy. He doesn't deserve it. So let's say we have the long map, Alchemist right in the middle. A DDT comes by. Alchemists don't like DDTs very much. They just chase after them. They can't actually hit them, so the longest map is not going to be good here. Now, the same thing could be said with the straight map. If we put him right here, he's going to be chasing them back and forth. That's why I think we're going to put him on the corner, very similar to how the Ray of Doom was. When I said that, I wasn't bluffing. This is the entire map. Not a joke. I'll even give you guys the opportunity to shit on Permabrew yourself. Maybe a select few here, but if you happen to skip this far into the video, to this moment right here, just know that this is not an accurate representation of my map creating abilities. This guy just deserves some hate, plain and simple. Look at that range too. It's so bad. All right, let's get this party started. There is gonna be some damage on the ground. Oh, there's the BMA too. I actually didn't think about that. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has come. It has been smooth sailing up to 100. Not a problem whatsoever. I we might be able to take care of it. So when it actually breaks, if the outer layer breaks, then we're good. There's no problem there. It's just getting to that point. It's going to be all the total transformation. Permabrew's not doing shit. BMA's not doing shit up to that point. So it's just a matter of if we have enough track length. If you can't tell, it's now round 104, which is 4 more than round 100. I think we're going to lose on 140 if I'm being realistic and honest here. Maybe a little bit earlier. I don't know how DDTs fare. Fortified DDTs, as a matter of fact, have been such a fucking pain in my ass this entire video. I like genuinely feel rage and feel anger every time I see one of these. We're probably gonna lose, aren't we? Not actually, I'm just being dramatic. 114. I wasn't even paying attention. I thought we would genuinely get 140. Let's see what happened. Where did it all go wrong, huh? Thing is, when they're not God boosted, they're not nearly as strong as you think they would be. Like, it's pretty average. It's literally just like doing this. Watch. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's essentially what this is right here. They don't combine. They don't help each other out. They're terrible teammates. Damage was 6.5 million. Druid. Now this right here. This is something I can get behind. This is a very random round, but 157. So maybe it doesn't combine them quite like you think it would. Also, I can't slow it down because it's a custom map in Sandbox. But it does push everything back while dealing the Avatar of Wrath damage. And I guess while they're going back, the Spirit of the Force is going to work pretty well too. Our problem is really just going to be BADs. I don't believe angle matters. If it shoots them this way, it's still going to get blown back to the start. Or would it be better this way? Sorry, I have to test everything out or everyone's going to be mad at me in the comments.
No, this isn't the right map. You could have done it so much better.
If anybody can comment and tell me what this is, I will give you $100. I hope you all know that was a joke. If you don't know what this is, you should owe me $100. Come on now. For those that still don't, people that probably didn't ever play Call of Duty, this is Nuketown, the most iconic Call of Duty map ever made. At least in my opinion, but yeah, recreated it, and I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. The ones that I'm really happy with and proud of, they're always gonna get the name of what it actually is, not just some stupid little throwaway name. You need a little revive. I know it's super repetitive and I say the same thing like every time, but let's see where the balloons come from. I'm always curious. Well, I know like the path they're gonna take, but like, how is it gonna look? They go under that fence, which looks kind of weird. They go under the buses. They go under like everything, dude. What? Anyways, let's get down this guy right in the middle. Bam, 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 bam. Max them out. I forgot that when you have a map like this where it's 22 times across, there's vines on every single layer. Now that I'm playing this, I realize I forgot to add a couple details like this little shed back here. So look, the MIB will be the shed. Calling round 100. B80s are going to be my problem. They're going to be the death of me, like I said. I knew for sure we were going to lose on round 200. I don't know why I didn't like stop it. It's exactly what I said. It's B80s. If they didn't have the property where nothing can move them, we would literally be able to get unlimited rounds with this thing. I mean, no shit, that's exactly why they don't have it, but imagine, that'd be so cool. Damage, about 300 million. Mermonkey, look at that, round of applause. We have one that looks cool. This is probably the coolest looking 555 tower there is. The thing is, I do not know how it attacks. The range is not bad, and especially when you put it on water, it gets more range. So it sucks them in. Hold on, let me give this... God damn it, I do this every... Oh my god, every time. I'm getting a little heated, I'm sorry. Every single time, I accidentally press the button that gets rid of everything. These tridents, they like bounce between everything while this guy picks them up, and then we have the ability that pushes back everything and shoots the snowballs. Or maybe even a circle. No, because the spinning part itself doesn't do a lot of damage, so that's not really going to be optimal. So just like the laundry machine and the bathtub, I need another object that has water in the middle of it, because I want to actually use the map this time. The problem is that I can't think of these sort of objects. That's why we got to figure it out together. I looked up objects with water, and it doesn't look like anything I'm looking for. This is quite the decorated park. I think I added a little bit too much variation, and it's a little messy. I initially had a cool idea, and then I didn't really go with it. Then I started just throwing stuff everywhere, so yeah, not my favorite. Timberlake. Get it? His song has river in it. Cry me a river. This is a river. Sorry, I'm always making everyone yawn. I'm so boring. Oh, you know what? That actually goes perfect because you know how some people, when they yawn, they get a little teary-eyed, you know? That happens to me. So when I just yawned, it looks like I'm like crying right now. Cry me a river, Justin Timberlake. This is the most satisfying thing of all time. Look, throws it just follows everything down. So this one is looking fine, but nothing special, nothing crazy. After the BAD though, it is so beautiful. This is one of like the most aesthetically pleasing towers I've ever seen in my whole life. Come on, dude. 180. I wasn't even sitting down. That can't be the case. Oh, never mind. It is. I was gonna say, usually when it's not actually the case, it's like some ceramics or DDTs or whatever, and we can micro and figure it out. An entire BAD leaking out? Come on. Damage was 136 million. Officially done with magic. Moving on to the final few towers. Banana Farm. Now you'll notice we're on Monkey Meadow. We're no longer on a perfect map, and that's because it doesn't matter the track length when it comes to farms. You could have it loop around 22 times. It's gonna make the same amount of money as if it was literally just this right here. Cut off right here, tiny little section. It's all dependent on time, and obviously the farm doesn't do damage. We're just gonna see how much money we can make before, you know, we lose naturally. The end times are here, folks. Round 7's gonna take us down. Even though we were making like a good amount of lives at the end of every round, didn't seem to get us too far. See how much money we made. Ready? 271,000. Actually, 200. I can't collect that. Maybe like 273,000 is what we'll say. Definitely not bad for 7 rounds. Holy shit. Village. So this one's a little bit weird. Technically, it's a 5-5-4 unless you add a farm, but at the same time, it costs money. Even having everything free, it's kind of weird. I was considering not putting this one in the video because like it's technically only just a tier 5. Homeland Defense will add a little bit, but I've already done that. I've like God boosted this thing. I've had it on whatever. The thing is, I'm not going to spend all this time making a map. I'm just going to reuse my very first custom map that I ever made. The decorations have come quite a long way. I thought this was so cool the first time I made it. Obviously, when this thing's God boosted, it can get past around 100, but I don't know just for the plain little guy, so we're going to start from here. Would you look at that? We actually made it. And without struggle, too. I think the farthest anything got was like up, down, 1 time. Dude, this is dealing a lot of damage. It's like 300-400 every hit, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it honestly is. Speed it up a little bit. Only 3 times around now and it breaks. I don't think it's 140 good, but it's like probably 139 good. Never mind, it was 104 good, so not nearly as far as I was expecting. After seeing the BAD, it's crazy. Maybe I'm tweaking about that. 104 damage was 2.7 million. Beast Handler. We are once again on Monkey Meadow. You want to know why? You can't even get this thing a 5-5-5. Engineer, would you look at that? Finally one that actually works. And honestly, it's not going to be too bad, because look, we can ultra boost this guy to 10 times. He has the XXL trap. This is gonna... Does that affect the sentry turrets? If I 10 times ultra boost this, I don't know if it does, but hopefully, maybe it makes them throw faster. But yeah, calling around 100, watch how fast this is. If we move the trap down too, it would scoop up the ZOMGs, but it's pretty good, pretty strong. I think this is perfect how it is. There's a lot more like decorations I could add, like trees and stuff, but I also don't want that. I want it to be like boring. Well, not boring, but like plain and eerie. I don't know. This reminds me of the places Squidward moved in SpongeBob, where every house is the same, all the people are the same. It's just, yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know. It scares me. And then at the end, there's just another portal because I wanted to add that. There you go. I have a feeling this is going to look really weird. Yeah, they go behind the house under those, behind those houses, and into the sky. Up, up, and away. Calling in around 100 once again. This is like the first time where BADs don't actually go over everything. Usually, even when I make all these crazy decorations, it still just goes right over. So it's a little weird looking. Also, we already saw that. It easily takes care of the BAD, which is at a good news, good sign. That sucks, dude. 175. I'm not a big engineer fan in general or a user of it, but like, I wanted to see it succeed, you know? At least 200 is what I was expecting, but you can't have everything you want in life, I guess. Damage was 110 million. Spike Factory. The grand finale. The moment we've all been waiting for. Look at this thing. It's fucking ridiculous. It doesn't even need to be near the track to fill it up because of the carpet of spikes. And the carpet of spikes itself is permaspikes, which have super mines within them. When they get run over, they explode. It's so absurd. Quite obviously, we're going to be doing the longest possible map. It kind of sucks because most of the towers in this video, maybe like half, I don't know, have done this exact same map. This is like the exact opposite of what I was planning to do when I started making the map. Sometimes I have an idea, I start working on it, and then I'm like, I don't like this, let's try this. And I'm happy I did that here because it's very bright and colorful. I was thinking, oh, big scary Spike Factory. But this one's like happy and bright. And for the final time, if you want to play it, there's a code. I know for a fact that Moabs are going to look cool because they're going to actually go on the water slide, but I don't know about the little guys. They might just be hidden. Yeah, they're underneath the entire time, dude. But like, watch, if I put it to around 40, he's going to actually ride the water slide. See? That's why I like this map so much. It actually utilizes the track, which I haven't been doing too much. Oh boy, there's no turning back. Let's do it. 5, 5, 5. And why does this shit always happen? You see this? The entire bed that was right here is covered up, and like half of the wood is wrong for some reason. Enough blabbering, round 100 incoming, bottom left. Not even 1 second. Pretty safe to say we can go up to 200. Here it comes. Lagging a little bit, but it's actually taking care of it very fast. This might seem like a long shot, but I guarantee we can go up to 350. Now this is the problem, my friends. It's gonna get a lot worse, but the lag is starting to pick up. Every second I'm losing more and more frames. And to be very clear, I will be skipping rounds. I can't really wait this out because that would take, I don't even know how long, at least an entire 24 hours. It is over. I thought I had a little bit more left in it. I thought it would be able to beat 475, but I was wrong. I don't know if it was obvious or not, but I was skipping by 25 rounds at a time. So we beat 450, lost on 475. So let's just go right down the middle and say 463. I thought the VTSG was good. Well, it was very good. That was like nearly 400, but like, this just blew it out of the water. 2.6 billion. Yeah, see, that makes sense. Because technically we only played out like, what, 8 rounds? Anyways, right now on the screen is going to be the top 10 towers. Like always, the ones that did the best, the ones that got the furthest. These are the cool guys, I guess. Thanks for watching. Adios.